All right, folks, how y'all doing? It's Tuesday, so we're gonna do Tekken Tuesday. We're just gonna jump right into it. This isn't a video about teaching things or anything like. Well, I will be teaching you things, sort of, in this video, but it's sort of a rant slash like discussion video. Like, I don't know. I just feel the need to talk about this game because with recent events and just how Tekken 8's going right now, it's like I just want to get my 2 cents out there, Excuse me, I'm still kind of getting over this morning sickness thing, but I just want to talk about this game and talk about the things that are affecting it and how the community just kind of sucks right now with everything that's going on, and it's just, I don't know. I feel as though this game deserves that respect because we all play this game. We've all played Tekken for a long time. We've all played Tekken for a minute. Like, I don't care how old you are or how long you've been playing this game. We've all been playing this game and wanting to learn this game. So it sucks when you have players that compare Fakaram, for an instance, to, I should have picked her because I'm talking about her, but they compare Fakaram to Lydia, and I just find it crazy. Like, if you know about Lydia in Tekken, her whole thing is mix-ups, stances, pressure, all that fine and dandy stuff, and it's not like she's not. Oh, it's running one. That's a high at corkscrews? Jesus. But her having blue sparks into you're negative 15? Wait, this isn't confirmed, is it? Whoa. Anyway. But like I said, like you see here, right? Can she? I forgot how she can go into stance off of this. That's how you do it. But like she has the crazy stuff, crazy pressure, crazy stuff that she could just do, right? Look at this wall splatting mid that she has that does 34 damage. And if Fakaram is blocking, right? Look at that. I'm +6. And the chip damage is insane. I mean, sure, the health bars come back fast, but the chip damage is insane. And I think it was Takedown was the event I was watching, and they had Farzine there. Farzine is a great player. Never gonna knock him for playing Lydia or knock him for being this guy who plays Victor and Lydia. I don't care. It doesn't matter what character you play in this game. It does, but it doesn't, right? But he's at that level where it doesn't matter. And even if he played like, I don't know, Devil Jin, the man can still make something out of Devil Jin. But I'm watching this and it's just like constant plus frames, just constant. And I don't know Lydia, so I can't just recreate that stuff, right? But the things he was doing was crazy. It's just stance into stance into stance into stance into stance. It's like, yo, what? And you're sitting there like, is this gonna end? And then his opponent, I think it was, who was this? I don't remember his opponent is. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I don't remember who his opponent was, but his opponent is playing Eddie. And we're like, oh, we don't like Eddie either. He's a mix-up guy. Eddie's okay right now. I don't have a problem with Eddie, right? But I'm just gonna out it. I'm just gonna say it. I was watching Main Man like restream this tournament, and his chat bothers me so much. I'm sorry, I have to say, I just had to be real. His chat bothers me so much, man. Like, we're all watching, and I see somebody in the comments, and Main Man says something like, Lydia's pressure is insane. Like, this is brain dead. And I was like, yeah, I'm agreeing with him. Shaking my head. Look at this. I mean, nodding my head. Look at the TV. I'm agreeing with this man that yes, this is damn near brain dead, bro. Like, look at this. And she has other moves you can also blue spark. What is it? I don't remember. I'll probably look at it while I'm talking. But and in his chat, he said something like, "Oh, her pressure is insane, right?" And I see somebody in the comments go, or in the chat go, "How is Fakaram's any different?" And I'm telling you, I got so mad, like unreasonably mad. Like I was pacing around the room. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, dude, this character is gotta be bottom 5, right? And I'm not downplaying my character. He's strong. He has some great tools, right? He has some great tools in his kit. He has some great things he can do. He's crazy. He's not like Lydia, but he's a good character. Like, he's okay for me. Like, I like fucking around where he is now. I'm never gonna say, oh, he needs buffs, he needs this. Nah, I like fucking around where he is. Oh, I didn't touch wall. But I like him. But saying that his pressure is 1-to-1, the same as Lydia's, is insane. That is an insane take. Because at wall, she can pressure you infinitely. I have to take a risk and do this to get you in that pressure state, right? Let me put her on block real quick. But I have to do this to get you to that pressure state, and then I have to 50-50 this, right? And choose correctly. Because if I don't, what happens? I get screwed up. Because you can rage art his stance if I don't press 1, right? You can rage art the stance, or if I don't press 1 fast enough, you can rage art the stance. And if I do any other option, such as 3-4, oh, I'm -9. I didn't know that. You can also rage art that. And then if I do 4, I'm -13. Right? I have to risk myself. Lydia in Heaven and Earth stance, and in any other stance, for real. I'm not even gonna downplay and be like, oh, it's just Heaven and Earth stance. Hell no. It is all those stances, bro. Or just her character as a whole. Fakaram cannot go into stance at all without his install. Look at this. Right? I don't guard break unless I'm in that install, and I have. Is it Rama? I don't know what you call the install. But unless you have this install, I can't just go into this stance and mix you up. So saying his pressure is, or he doesn't even have pressure, because I can't just keep hitting your block over and over again like Lydia can, where she could just plus frame, mid, plus frame, unblockable high, right? Which I'll admit, when watching Farzine play, he almost never did that high, because there's no use for it. There's no use. The mid does more chip damage, it does more on hit damage, it wall splats. Like, come on. Why would I use anything else? You know? The same with Fakaram here, to be honest. Whenever I do this stance, and if you're not in rage, I'm pressing 3-4, or I'm pressing 4, because people like to duck, right? Or dick jab, or armor, or whatever, right? But if you have rage and you have the ability to rage art me, I'm gonna press 1, because 1 beats rage art, right? And sure, if you're at wall and you've been aggressive the whole game, I will take a chance. Hold on. If you're at wall, I will take a chance and do unblockable, because most players don't react to that stuff. You know, most players are gonna just sit there and go, "Oh my goodness, I'm getting hits. What do I do?" You know. And it sucks that that's like that, but that's just the way it is. But comparing Lydia to Fakaram is crazy. And then going, yeah, Fakaram is no different. What? First of all, he has several moves that are just very unsafe. Not that. This move. Just very, like, this is not very unsafe, but it's unsafe. All of his lows can be launched, I think, right? Yeah, 16, 15, this is 13. Like, what? And then I think if you do this, it's 15, yeah. Like, he's very unsafe, right? And you have to play in a safe way. And maybe that's why I'm struggling to get him out of Fujin, right? But still, he has to play in a safe way because he can't do much. And then slow moves like this that give him an actual advantage are just extremely slow. So somebody's already jabbing or doing this or doing some sort of power crush or doing something against you, because guess what? This is slow. Like, so many players, I don't even get to use this move at all unless I'm at wall, right? And jet kick is okay. It's got range. It's a high. It breaks armor, right? It breaks armor. It's a punish for rage art, I believe. It's a punish for rage art. Like, he has his tools that you can use, not player rage, opponent rage. But he has his tools that you can use to win the game, and which is why I like playing him. And what's funny is, I'll say this right now, I've never picked him up in Tekken 7. I never played Fakaram. I think I played it for 2 seconds just because he was big, and that's it, right? But like, he has the tools to do things. He has tools. Like 97 damage, because and you don't even have to use this. You can use this. Sorry, my blue sparks are rough today. This is my first time playing the game today. But he has the tools. That's a whiff. But yeah, he has tools like everybody else. So I'm not downplaying him saying he's not crazy, because in my opinion, character knowledge is way more powerful than whatever, you know, BS they try to sell you, going, oh yeah, Fakaram's bottom this, Fakaram DJ is bottom this, Kazuya is this. I don't care, dude. A lot of people struggle with Warong, and I understand that, even though he's not crazy, right? A lot of people struggle with Warong, and I understand that, because, you know, they don't lab, they don't take the time to be like, oh, I can duck here, this is negative. I see a lot of players eat Ravenclaw for no reason. And it's like, dude, it's a quadruple high. Right? Quadruple is 4. It's a quadruple high, dude. Please duck and launch this idiot for doing that move, right? And sure, we can show that off too here. But my thing is, like, why the community right now and where we are, they do not want players to get better. It seems like we just want them to stagnate where they are and just not move on. And it's like, bro, why? Like, I don't... Dude, you can punish it there. Right after that little... Woof! Oh no, he's mid-air. He's waiting. I don't know why I picked this map. This map is weird. I don't play this map a lot. But yeah, like I'm saying, the community right now, it feels like it's in a spot where people just do not want you to learn. They don't want you to learn and, you know, get better at this game and actually improve. They just want to win. And it kind of hurts, because it's like, dude, when I played Tekken back in, like, when I was like, what, 13, I think, right? Like, I was playing Tekken when I was a kid. I was playing Tag 2, Tekken 6, and all the old stuff. And I was like, man, these games are fun. This is fun. I'm just mashing. You know, I'm playing against bots. I'm mashing because I don't think online was even online back then for the 360. But, you know, I was having fun with Tekken back then. And then my senior year of high school, we had an esports club, and I was like, oh my goodness, we have an esports club. That is so freaking cool, man. You know, we have an esports club. What are they playing in here? And I walk in and I see Tekken, dude, and I like fangirls, bro. I was like, dude, is that Tekken on the screen? And then I get on, and I fight the teacher, and he whooped my tail, but he made me so much better at Tekken. So much better at Tekken. And he made me value this game a lot more, because the memories we all made in that classroom, in that club, after school, it meant something to me, man. Like, I love this game series. Not this game, but this series, right? This game series is amazing. Like, this is my series. You know, this is my fighting game. And it sucks that we're at a sort of plateau right now where nobody wants to move forward. We want to move back. We want characters like, and I'm gonna bash him. I don't care if you play him. I'm sorry. This character is AIDS. But we have characters like him, you know, that are in the game, and players want this. They like this stuff. They like this garbage where this guy has several mids and several pokes and several lows that are just just out of this world, just really good moves. And instead of looking at it and going, dang, maybe he shouldn't have all that. Maybe he shouldn't, you know, have these insane moves. Which move is it? It's not. It's another move he has. Oh, it's back 3+4, the parry. So what can he parry in this? I wonder. He can parry overheads, mids, he can parry grabs. No. Okay, he can't parry grabs, but he can parry overheads. Okay. Can you parry lows? No. Okay, he just parried anything. It's basically a gen parry almost. Anyways. But like, I don't know, this character is insane, dude. Good backdash, good mid. Look at this. I'm 5 units away. Look at this! Look at that! That was 5, right? Hold on. Hey, come on, man. Come on, and that's balanced? And don't even get me started with this move, bro. I know it's -12, but still. I don't know Clive at all. Yeah, I don't know Clive at all. But that's -14 if it's blocked, right? Does he have a different version? That's wrong move. Here's this. Like, here's this. Like, I don't. Look at this shit. Like, look at this, man. Like this. I don't know, man. I don't like Clive. I don't like fighting Clive. I don't like playing Clive. It's just not me, right? But like I said, they want characters like this in the game. And I'm gonna close this video out by talking about the changes, or how Bandai has shifted from how they used to act and how they act now. Because back in the day, man, in Tekken 7, when characters had crazy things, they got nerfed. You know? Like, there was somewhat of a rotation with characters in Tekken and Tekken 7. Where if you played this character a lot and then they got nerfed, it was like, dang, I gotta find a new character. Almost. Because, you know, my character got nerfed or whatever. Several things with King got nerfed. Several things with Akuma got nerfed. But Akuma, right, had 4-4-3, I think it was. He had 4-4-3, where it was an overhead, and on counter hit, it would launch. They were like, that's too much, that's crazy. We're gonna reduce that. Take the counter hit property away, like, as a whole. You couldn't do it anymore. Counter hit 4 didn't do anything. It didn't even knock down. It just hit you. That was it. It just hit you, right? And every time I hear about that, every time I watch that video, I think his name is Finn T. Great Tekken guy. His emotion for Tekken is just amazing, and I love it. But he was talking about how, like, back then they would nerf things, and now you have a character like Clive, like I'm gonna use Clive as an example, where he has everything. He has grabs, he has tracking, he has a parry, he has good lows, good mids to keep you in check. Like insane pressure. He has a literal stance, or like a teleport type thing. I don't even know how. Can you do it raw? That's the move I was looking for. Right? Like, look. And you blue spark it for 46. And sure, how many frames is this? It's frame 29. Right? You're gonna react to this. Like, you're gonna react to this. Like, there's no way, right? Right? But still, sorry, go back to my point. Clive is a character who has a lot of good mids, a lot of good pokes, a lot of good lows and whatnot. And it's like, dude, what doesn't he have? What can't he do? You know? And the same can be said for like King. Like King before, it was very hard to like box as King. It was very hard to just do this and just, you know, maintain space. Usually it was just jab into a grab or into a Shining Wizard setup or anything like that. in 7. But now in 8, it's like this dude could do so much more. And I'm not saying he's like crazy broken or whatever, but he's still an issue, right? Because he has Sprinting Jaguar now, which I high-mained King for so long, dude. Like from the time I was a kid to the time I started taking Tekken like seriously and got competitive, I was maining King. And then Tekken 8 came out, and I was like, oh, he has like such cool new moves now, right? This is so amazing. This is great. And then I played it, and I was like, this is cheap as hell, bro. This Sprinting Jaguar stuff this RKO. It's just, it was so cheap. Then I think in season 2, they added the whole back 1+2 grab, smacking you into wall, right? And it would essentially make whatever option he did next guaranteed. The option was guaranteed. So you literally, if you were at the wall and you got grabbed by King and you didn't realize it, you were cooked. It's like, dude, why do we make stuff like this? Why is that the way it is, you know? Like, and it's not insane, sure. And you could do something as simple as this. And whatever it is that he does, it's confirmed. Especially if he does 3. Can I wait dash on right side? No. But especially if he does 3, it's gonna wall splat. You're gonna hit wall splat. And that's it. You're gonna take damage. And not to mention, hold on. When he goes in heat, when he goes in 54 damage, damn! When he goes into heat, it's armored. This is armored. Do you see how far that wall splat? Look where he is. Oh my goodness, man. Like, I love this character, but holy cow, dude. Like, holy cow, man. I've always loved King. He's always been cool. And even now, I still want to play this character. Like, I still want to play him and still have fun with him. Because I love him, man. He's a cool character. It's a character I grew up with, a character I grew up playing, a character I learned so many frame traps for, so many, like, you know, intricate things. And then they reduce my character into this just, right? That's just it now. Especially if you get hit by, what is this, muscle armor? I can run after this. And you have to guess. And it's like, hold on, can Fakaram punish Sprinting Jaguar? No. What would he even do? Guess that. Can I even flow after that? Nah, so I guess Fakaram can't punish it. Because I know, what's it called, Ken? Is it Lydia? Or is it Eddie? Or is it Law? Excuse me, I don't remember who could, but they can punish this kick. Anyway, I just wanted to get some things off my chest. I didn't really talk about a lot of things in this video, but essentially, all I want to say is, I really hope Bandai turns the coin and, you know, takes a look at this game and goes, okay, a lot of characters have a lot of overtuned things that are crazy advantageous. They need to be fixed. They need to be, you know, tweaked with. And I want them to see that and go, yeah, we need to tweak this stuff and change it around, because I don't think we got a balance patch with Armor King. And a lot of players were talking about that, and we're like, you know what? We need to get a balance patch with AK. This game sucks. This company sucks. This is stupid, right? And now people are mad again at Bandai, you know, for not getting a balance patch. And sure, I was a little bothered by it, because it's like, dude, we have so many, there were so many tournaments that happened after AK came out, and there were no balance patches. The game just kind of stayed the same, and it was like, dude, like, can we get something different? Like, can we, you know, can we get some tweaks, something, bro? I didn't know it was gonna reach. Anyway, that's just all I wanted to say and talk about. This video was nothing too crazy, too in-depth. It's just some thoughts about Tekken 8 and the current state of it and the current state of the community. And, you know, going into season 3, I really hope Bandai changes a lot of the things in this game for the better and not for the worse of it. because we all love Tekken and we want to keep playing Tekken, but at the rate of which they're going at and the tactics they're using, the decisions they're making, it's diminishing the game and putting it in this kind of, this is the most jank fighting game ever. If you want to play, come play, you know. You don't need to be good, just pick a character who has insane abilities, get in the game, mash your ass off, and you can win. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching the video if you have watched it. Appreciate you. Stay safe.